Most diesel owners think their engine is built like a tank, strong, reliable, indestructible. But what if I told you right now you're slowly killing it, silently, every single day, without even realizing it? You see, diesel engines are different beasts. They're not like petrol engines. They're built for torque, for endurance, for heavy lifting. But that also means they need special care. And one wrong habit repeated over time, that's a death sentence to your engine. And the worst part? Most mechanics won't even tell you this, because if your engine dies early, guess who profits? The garages, the parts sellers, the fuel system specialists. This industry thrives when you stay ignorant. But not today, because today, you're going to learn the truth. You might think, I always get my oil changed. I drive carefully. I use clean diesel. But trust me, even with all that, if you're doing just one of the 5 habits I'm about to expose, you're already cutting your engine's life in half. And if you're doing 2 or more, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when your diesel engine gives up on you, and it won't be pretty. This video isn't about basic maintenance tips. This is about the hidden killers, things you've been taught are okay or even normal, but in reality, they're sabotaging your turbo, choking your injectors, and destroying your DPF filter from the inside. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what not to do and how to reverse the damage before it's too late. So if you love your diesel, if you care about avoiding costly repairs, or if you simply hate being lied to by the system, then stay with me. Let's begin with the first habit that's ruining your diesel engine, right under your nose. And chances are you've already done it this week. Habit number 1, idling too long. The silent killer of your turbo. Let's start with the most common and most misunderstood habit, letting your diesel idle too long. You've probably heard it's good to warm up the engine, especially in cold weather, right? That's a lie half the world still believes. Here's what actually happens. When you idle your diesel for long periods, especially when it's cold, you're not helping the engine. You're suffocating it. Modern diesel engines are built for load, for movement. At idle, there's not enough heat or pressure to burn fuel efficiently. The result? Incomplete combustion. What does that mean for you? Soot buildup, unburned fuel, sludge, and worst of all, you're coating your turbocharger with carbon. It slowly clogs the vanes, the bearings, the entire airflow system. Over time, this strangles the power out of your engine, and when your turbo fails, you're looking at a repair bill of 70,000 to 2 lakh rupees, easily. Fix. Start your engine. Wait 30 to 60 seconds. Drive gently. That's it. Anything more is killing your engine slowly. Habit number 2. Driving at low RPMs for too long, aka. But in a diesel, that habit can be lethal. This is called lugging. When you keep the engine in a high gear while the RPMs are too low, you're forcing the engine to do more work than it's designed for. And it causes violent internal pressure spikes. The fuel doesn't burn completely, the turbo doesn't spool efficiently, and you're forcing unburned fuel and soot into your DPF filter, EGR valve, and cylinders. This clogs everything from the inside out. It leads to poor mileage, engine knocking, and yes, DPF regeneration failures. You know those regeneration cycles? Once they fail, the DPF chokes up, your engine goes into limp mode, and suddenly you're on the hook for 1 lakh rupees just to get your car breathing again. Fix. Keep your diesel in its torque band, the sweet spot between 1,800 to 2,800 RPM, depending on your engine. Don't be afraid to downshift. That's what diesels love. Habit number 3. Never pushing the engine. Babying it too much. This one sounds harmless, but it's deadly. If you never rev your diesel engine, if you drive like a grandma all the time, thinking you're preserving it, you're actually choking it. Modern diesels are meant to be driven hard occasionally. Why? Because high revs at the right time burn off carbon buildup inside the EGR, intake manifold, valves, and injectors. If you never let the engine breathe freely at highway speeds or accelerate hard, you allow wet stacking, where unburned fuel and oil coat your engine internals. That leads to rough idling, increased emissions, and eventually, a full engine teardown. Fix. Once a week, take your diesel on a long highway drive. Hold higher RPMs for 10 to 15 minutes. Give it a full burn. This is called an Italian tune-up, and it's what smart diesel owners do to keep things clean. Habit number 4, turning off the engine immediately after driving. You just finished a long drive. You turn the key and walk away. That simple action? It's murder for your turbo. Your turbocharger runs at up to 250,000 RPMs and reaches temperatures over 800 degrees Celsius. When you shut the engine off immediately, you stop oil circulation while the turbo is still red hot. That oil gets burned into a crust. Over time, this turns into coked bearings, reduced boost, and catastrophic turbo failure. Diesel turbos don't just die, they die violently. And when they go, they often take your engine with them. Fix. After high-speed or uphill driving, let your engine idle for 1 to 2 minutes before shutting it down. This lets oil cool the turbo and prevents cooking the internals.